What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. A lot of stuff going on. I got college football about to lock for the slate tonight. OU game starts here in just a few minutes. So as soon as I get done with the live stream, that's what I'm going to go watch. But let's break down this four-gamer real quick, go team by team, just real quick, and then we'll answer some questions. It looks like there's going to be a ton of overlay in this. I don't know. I don't see it getting close to filling. Let's see where it's at right now. Yeah, oh my God. 1,000 entries open. That's crazy. So let's see here. Let's break this down real quick. First game of the night, we got the two windows, 2 games at 6:30, 2 games at 9 o'clock. Indiana at Chicago on the Indy side. Caitlin Clark obviously in play up at the top. One of the best tournament plays in the slate just because like her upside is 65, 70. And she's shown a pretty consistent floor of late. This matchup does not scare me one bit. No Kennedy Carter, so she should just absolutely feast. Leah Boston looks pretty good at 10.8K. Kelsey Mitchell, if you think she continues to shoot the ball well, you can play her for tournaments. Pretty much everyone else I'm out on. I think you can play like Alexi Hull. She's starting again, would expect high 20s minutes. I think Fagbinley is okay, but with all the Atlanta value and other value later on that we'll talk about here in just a second, I just don't think you need to play really anyone here. Melissa Smith, I'm completely out on. Her minutes are an enigma of late, up and down, and she's going up against Angel Reese. So, one, it presents foul concerns. 2, if Reese starts to cook her, they'll just pull her and play Fagbinley over her. So, definitely keep that in mind if you're considering Melissa Smith. On the Chicago side, Angel Reese up top. This is a matchup that she'll probably get up for. I just don't know if they have enough scoring to keep up with Indiana, with the Fever. Like, that's my biggest worry. Reese is going to have to carry the load with Carter out. A lot of shots available. Cardossa's fine play for tournaments. Lindsay Allen, I'm pretty much out on. Onion, we're pretty much out on. Bantam, minutes tick down, even though she started the last game, pretty much out on her. I think if you're taking a shot on any of them, it's probably Dana Evans. She got the biggest bump in minutes last time out with Kennedy Carter out. She didn't do anything with them, but it's the minutes that matter when you're that cheap. So Minnesota at Dallas. We know Dallas is the fantasy carnival. They play zero defense whatsoever. Minnesota's a good defensive team, but Dallas, believe it or not, like when everyone's healthy, Dallas is a really, really explosive offense. They can score with anyone, and they can score on most teams. So I'm expecting Dallas to put up a lot of points here and Minnesota to just score at will. So I love Fee at the top at 11.3K. Courtney Williams makes for a solid tournament play. She's a little overpriced, so should be super low owned. Alana Smith, I don't know if I can get there. I think they're going to use her to pull Big T away from the bucket, but her minutes have just been really erratic of late. A lot of foul concerns with her as well. Kayla McBride and Bridget Carrollton both look fine. They're both 3-and-Ds. They both can hit a bunch of threes, and this is a matchup where they could hit them. Misha Hines-Allen, if you think Alana Smith gets in foul trouble, Misha Hines-Allen has played extremely well of late besides one game since joining the Lynx. She looks like a good value play. Everyone else pretty much out on the Dallas side. Really just the big four. Like, I don't want to take the headache with Sheldon. She's pretty much splitting the point guard duties with Uzan. I don't want to play either of them. It's just a big headache. Really just a big four. And then to be honest, like, I don't have a lot of interest in Big T. With everyone back on this team, her offensive usage is just not existent. Like, she's just not going to take very many shots. She had 6 offensive rebounds against the Aces here in 24 minutes and took 6 shots. Not enough offensive upside to really break a slate loose like she could when Satu was out or when Nat was out. So with both them back, I mostly just want the top 3. They just command so much of the offensive usage. They take like 75% of the shots on the team. If you're playing anyone, it's one of the 3 there. Atlanta at the Aces. Atlanta is super, super shorthanded, especially for bigs. Tina Charles is out for personal reasons. Cheyenne Parker is still out. Ariel Powers is still out. They are very, very thin on big, so it opens up a ton of value. I do think Ami here gets dusted off. She has not played since well before the Olympic break. I think she's going to have to play some minutes tonight. Kabaj probably gets the start. She's played ever since Cheyenne Parker got hurt. Kabaj has played every second that Tina Charles has been off the floor. So keep that in mind. Haley Jones, no interest. Maya Caldwell, no interest. Nia Coffey, I have a lot of interest because I don't think Kabaj is just going to come in and play like 25 to 28, maybe 30 minutes. I think they're going to just have to go Nia Coffey and Naz Hillman and just play small sometimes because they just don't trust and they just don't have enough bodies, like enough bigs. They only have 4 bigs. And like Ami here, like honestly, how much can she really play? Like they don't want to play her at all. So I just don't see them giving her a lot of minutes. So Nia Coffey looks great at 4,300. Then all the starters, like I don't really love Naz Hillman at 6,500, but she's in play just because like she's going to play big minutes. The 3 up top are the guards that I like. I love Ryan Howard. She should take a ton of shots. Alicia Gray looks solid at 8,700, going to play a lot of minutes. Jordan Canada, 8,300. Love the price tag on her. On the Aces side, I'm expecting Alicia Clark to start with Atlanta playing a little bit of a smaller lineup. So Alicia Clark starts. She would be fine if she starts. If she doesn't, I would have no interest. Tiffany Hayes, fine for tournaments. Really just the big 4. Asia, obviously, you should just play Asia and figure out the rest of your lineup. I think Young, Plum, and Gray are all fine for tournaments. Late game, I'm expecting this game to be a pretty big defensive battle. New York and Seattle, 2 top 4 teams. Stewie looks solid at 11.5K facing her former team. Sabrina's not been playing very well or shooting the ball well. So I like the bounce back spot for her. She's fairly cheap for tournaments. Still waiting on the Jonquil Jones news if she's going to be in or out. Expecting her to play. If she's out, would make Baby Sobley look amazing. Sloot, you can play her. I'm not crazy about her. No interest in Phoebich. And then Laney's okay. Like, even if she comes off the bench, she's going to get her minutes. She's fine. On the Seattle side, really just like the main 6. And like, I don't really want to play Horston at 7K. I think Gabby Williams is still a little bit underpriced. She's underperformed and underwhelmed in both of her games, but I think she's a great low-owned target tonight because everyone's just going to go to the Atlanta value. SDS looks great. Usage has been up of late. Ezzy's minutes have ticked down, so she's a decent tournament play. That's about it. Joel Lloyd always has huge upside. Almost went for 50 last time out. NECA, super safe. Not much needs to be said about her. I do want to mention Mercedes Russell, who has played 10 minutes or more in 3 of the last 4. And then this game here against Washington, she only played 7, but not the best fantasy point per minute player, but she is cheap. So she's in play as well. So let's see here. All right, guys. Yeah, let's get this money. Let's get this money. Somebody's got to win it. And there's a bunch of overlays, so looks like Draftkings is going to pay the rate for us. Ryan scares you today. I mean, she should scare you every day. You hate to fade her because she could have a huge, a big scoring game. I like her here. There's not a lot of players on Atlanta that are going to take the shots. Like Naz Hillman is not a offensive juggernaut. 4 attempts, 2 attempts, 4 attempts. Here's 9 and 12. Like those are outliers. Like she typically takes like 3 to 4 shots a game. Jordan Canada is not a player that's going to put up a bunch of shots on average, like 7 to 9. Here she took 14, 11, 10, 10. Like she doesn't take a bunch of shots. A lot of the offense is going to go through Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray. Ryan Howard consistently takes 15 plus shots a game. Alicia Gray, she is about the same. She's going to take like 10 to 15, but I think both get a slight uptick in shot attempts for this game here. Nia Coffey's not afraid to shoot when she's out there as well. So she's going to be like their number 3 on offense. So at 4,300, I have some interest in her as well. I appreciate the super chat. That's awesome. I love seeing those already. That's pretty cool. I got a couple questions for you. Canada or McBride, and then Hines Allen or Gabby Williams. I like Canada over Kayla McBride. I just love that game environment. Atlanta's running their starters just a ton. And I like McBride as well, but I just love that game environment for Canada. I think she may have to play a couple extra minutes, assuming the game stays competitive. Misha Hines-Allen or Gabby Williams? I think safety-wise, Gabby Williams has the clearer path to more minutes. If you think Alana Smith gets in foul trouble, then you should play Misha Hines-Allen because they will need her size and physicality out there for Big T and Kalani Brown. Misha Hines-Allen is a tank. She's not big like Big T or Kalani Brown. She's not 6'7". She's 6'2", but she's built like a tank and she can hold her own. So I lean Gabby for safety, but I have no issues playing Misha Hines-Allen if you think Alana Smith was to get in foul trouble. Yep. Good luck. Good luck. I've got a couple lines in the big contest for WNBA, and then I got my 20 in on college football. But good luck to everyone playing college football. It has locked, so I'll probably end up making a third lineup for WNBA. Yep. So once this is over, I'm gonna get off here and watch the Sooners play. Yeah, it's a spicy one. I mean, I really, really like this slate. When I say that, it usually blows up in my face, but this slate's a lot of fun. It's hard to trust her because she shot the ball so well of late. That's the only worry with her. At 5,200, she really needs like 17, 18 fantasy points. And on a 4-gamer where there's a lot of really cheap, solid value, she may need closer to 20. See here, shot 4 of 6 from 3, 2 of 3, 6 of 7. If she doesn't have a good shooting game where she hits a few threes, I just don't know if she can get there. Like 11 peripheral stats, she's never hitting that again for the rest of the season. Like 6, I think 6 would be like the ceiling you would hope to get from her. Like this game here where she played 30 minutes against Atlanta, only 13 fantasy points. I just think there's better plays in the mid-range or just playing like cheaper plays. I'm not crazy about Lexi today. She's a good real-life player, like a real-life role player. But for DFS purposes, I'm not on this slate. Lena Jonquil is in or out. I projected her in last night. So I haven't changed my thought process on that. I projected her in and Kennedy Carter out. So we already got Carter news that she was out this morning. I think Jonquil plays unless she's got like a weird illness, like a weird sickness that they just don't want the team around. She's not in health and safety protocols, so it's not COVID. I'm expecting her to play. They kind of need her because I looked in the standings and they're only like 1.5 games ahead of Minnesota for the 1 seed, and Minnesota holds the tiebreakers. So, I mean, the 1 seed's a whole lot closer than I thought. I thought they had like 2 or 3 games on everyone. Laney or Gabby point per dollar. It's probably Gabby. Let me look. What's their difference in price? Yeah, so they're $800 difference. Yeah, I lean Gabby. I think her minutes are more secure as well. Like Laney, last game against the Sparks, like the deal with Laney is her first game back, she played 27 minutes off the bench, 20 fantasy points. Then she played 20 minutes off the bench, did get in massive foul trouble and actually eventually foul out. But I think she's more apt to play like 24, 25 minutes, whereas Gabby is probably going to play no less than like 26 to 28. And even though Gabby's not played well, like 1 of 5, 1 of 6 shooting, she has immense stock upside and can stuff the stat sheet. And eventually she's going to hit some shots. So I do lean Gabby over Laney there. Howard, Sabrina, or Alicia Gray, Enrique. Man, I like both. Like, Enrique is just going to play the entire game. Oh, how many? Ryan Howard could play the entire game. I would probably. Enrique, Alicia Gray. Yeah, Enrique, Alicia Gray. That's a tough 2v2 though. Alicia Gray and Carrollton, or Chelsea Gray and Canada. Chelsea Gray and Canada. Join late to the stream. Who's the best value? So I can fit Wilson. Thanks. Kubaj. Kubaj is like the chalk value that pretty much everyone's going to play. 3,100. She's played every second that Tina Charles has sat since Cheyenne Parker got hurt. So I'm expecting her to start. Even if she doesn't, she's still a good value because she's going to have to play. Another great value is Nia Coffey. If for some reason Kubaj doesn't start, it's going to be Nia Coffey. And at 4,300, she would look amazing. So I don't have a ton of interest in these first two games. Like, obviously, like this Minnesota-Dallas game, you want shares of if you can get it. But I want to have as much space open for this late window. Like, if Jonquel Jones gets rolled out, and people have played Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and then they've got Asia, and like they're loaded up, they can't fit all the players that you want. Like, if Jonquel Jones is out, you want one of Stewie or Sabrina, and then you want to play Baby Sabali. So I'm going to be a little bit underweight on these first two games. CC Lexi, 5,900 utility, or Ryan Gray and Coffee, the three Atlanta players. Atlanta's my favorite team to target. They're going to be extremely, extremely shorthanded. They only have, like I mentioned, they only have four bigs. Ryan Howard played the entire game last time out. Expecting something similar to that here. Alicia Gray was questionable before the game and played 38 minutes. Jordan Canada played 32 minutes. Naz Hillman and Nia Coffey split the four. I think Nia Coffey is going to have to play more. Kabaj is going to have to play. They don't want to play Maya Caldwell 2 minutes. Like, they don't want to play Haley Jones. I can't blame them for that. And then, like, I think Amir is going to get dusted off. So if you're looking for a uber cheap, unowned, flat min priced player, I think Amir is going to play. And she's not bad. Like, she's not a good player. Like, let me retract that statement. She's a decent DFS player. She's a great rebounder. So I think she's going to play a little bit. I think it's Kabaj. Every second, I've said it a few times, but every second that Tina Charles has sat since Cheyenne Parker was hurt or got hurt, Kabaj has played for Tina Charles every second. So I think even if Nia Coffey starts, Kabaj will play, and she will pay off 3,100 for sure. I think Kabaj is one of the best plays in the slate. I think she's set for 18 to 20, maybe even 24 minutes, like something around that range, 18 to 25. And at her price point, she needs 12 points to just be the nuts. So yeah, I'm all in on Kabaj. Pick two, Ryan Lloyd and Young. Ryan for sure. I'll go Ryan and Lloyd. Jackie's not been as aggressive of late. Obviously, she can be tonight. Like, it wouldn't shock me if she goes out and puts up 45, but I like Ryan and Lloyd. I think their upside is a little bit higher. Any word on Katie Lou? She's back. She'll be out there. So she's coming off the bench, though, and not getting very many minutes. So I would stay away from her. DeShields, yep, she played well last game. She will be very low on, so I don't mind that at all. Sawtooth or Howard. I imagine that's Nat Howard. I lean Nat for the discount. Like it's not very much of a discount, $400, but Nat's actually the better fantasy point per minute player. I mean, they're both super efficient when they're out there. Sabley's going to play a few extra minutes, but I actually prefer Nat to Sawtooth. Yeah, there you go. I didn't look below it. Who are your favorite two spin ups at forward? Asia Wilson and Nafisa Collier. I don't know how you can get away from them. Personally, that's just me. Fee smashes bad defenses, and Dallas is going to go down as the worst defense in WNBA history. So I'm all in on Fee, and I simply cannot fade Asia Wilson, who is averaging close to 40 real-life points per game against the Atlanta Dream this season, and they don't have Tina Charles. So Asia Wilson, she might go for 50. Real-life points, not fantasy points. Bantam, Stewart, and Gabby, or Hull, Boston, and Laney. Probably the first, just because like Stewie offers by far the most upside of all six of those. And then I like Gabby over Laney. I would prefer Hull over Bantam, but I would go Bantam, Stewie, and Gabby. Canada Coffee or Lloyd Cabage. You're gonna have access to this, so because they're both the late games. Right now, I would say Lloyd Cabage, but if Nia Coffee starts over Cabage, I would pivot to Canada Coffee. All right, so since they're both starting at 9 o'clock, you're set up either way. How many minutes for Mo Jefferson? I don't think too many, probably like 10 to 12. I think she played 12 minutes this last game. See if we can find her. She played 14. So probably somewhere like low teens, right about the same amount of minutes. I don't think she's going to get uber extended even if she plays well, but somewhere right around that range. Me here, yep. I do not mind taking shots on me here if you want. Obviously, she has DNP ups or DNP risk, so it's kind of sketchy if you want to play her, but I have her in a lineup. Do you expect Gus to start again? I don't. No, it bums me out too because I love Megan Gustafson. When they signed her, I love that signing for the Aces. She was abysmal last game against Dallas, and Atlanta has a smaller lineup, so I just think they're going to start Clark instead of Gus. Amihir's leash will be incredibly short. If she goes out there and turns the ball over a couple times, she probably won't see the floor again. Like they may make her walk back to Atlanta. Gabby Williams in play. Yep. I think she's a perfectly fine play at 5,600. I think she's kind of sneaky because she's been a chalk value bust both times that she's been on the slate since she's returned to the W. I think there's value in it because I think not many people are going to play her because she's busted, and she's going to have a good game one of these games. Stewie or Fee for me, matchup just far easier, and I think Seattle is going to go out of their way to try and slow Stewie down, especially if John Quill's not playing. Gabby or Hines Allen, so got this earlier. I think safety-wise, it's Gabby Williams. If you think Alana Smith gets in foul trouble, I think you go Hines Allen. She can play, and she plays to a fantasy point per minute. Like she's a good player. She's super, super physical. But I'd worry about her playing time if Alana Smith is like normal Alana Smith, no foul issues, just playing normally. And that's where I give the lean to Gabby. Like just straight up, it's Gabby. But if you buy into the narrative that maybe she's stealing minutes from Alana Smith, or if you think Alana gets in foul trouble, I have zero issues playing Misha Hines-Allen. Do you like Cole even with – I mentioned – someone asked a question about her earlier. I think she's fine. I just don't think she's going to like – she's not someone that I'm considering today. Just at her current price point, $5,200, she's going to need like 18 to 20 to really hit value on a slate like this with so many cheap value plays that are going to play big minutes. So I'm not crazy about her. I just don't think she can have like I think her two big games of late are like her ceiling games. Like, let's pull her up again. Like 11 peripheral stats. She's not getting that again. Like 6 is I would be doing backflips if she got 6 and 2 steals. I just like 30 minutes, 13 fantasy points. I'm just going to go somewhere else. McBride or Canada for me. SDS, Alicia Gray, man, that's super, super close. I probably lean Alicia Gray just for the minutes, but SDS has been playing so well of late, like super, super well. If we pull her up, quality minutes, 31, 32, and with a little spike to 37 here, getting a lot of usage, a lot of peripheral upside, and then she's been scoring the ball at will. So I probably lean Alicia Gray, but it's pretty close. Courtney Williams, Alicia Gray, or Kelsey Mitchell. I like Alicia Gray the most. The most upside's probably just Kelsey Mitchell. I hate to admit it, but she's taken a ton of shots and getting there. Like her peripheral upside's been better of late. So probably upside plays probably Kelsey Mitchell. Diggin Smith, she looks great. I really like her price on this slate. She started playing. She's been playing about the same amount of minutes, but you can tell she's getting a lot more comfortable with the team. Usage is starting to come up a little bit. Peripherals have been just great pretty much all season. So I think she makes for a great play. I would not play Diamond Miller. I don't trust her minutes on a night-to-night basis. I would much rather just play the Atlanta value over her. CC and Laney or Ryan and McBride. Probably Ryan and McBride. As long as CC doesn't go for like 60 plus, I'm happy fading her. I'm not getting to her. I would just much rather pay up for the forwards than pay all the way up to $12K for Clark. So I love this spot for Ryan Howard. Like shoot. She's going to shoot the ball no matter what, if it's falling or not. I think she's going to take 20 shots tonight. So I love the upside there. Let's see. I may throw another lineup in. I didn't even look at Prize Picks to see if they have any field goal attempted. 15.5 field goal attempted for Ryan Howard. Sign me up. I'll take the more. 15.5 for Kelsey Mitchell. You guys want a Prize Picks play? There you go. I don't feel that great about. Hold on, let me look. I may make a change to that. We're going. Okay, well, that freaked me out. I thought that was a different starting lineup. Sky just released their starters. Bantam starting. All right. Prize Picks play for anybody that wants to play it. Ryan Howard over 15.5 field goal attempted. Nafisa Collier over 21.5 real life points. Boom. And just so you guys know, like I did play it. So I'm not lying to you. Let's see here. I don't mind Chelsea as the last player in. That's kind of a ghost town, like right in that range. I would rather play Chelsea Gray over like Sloot. At guard, I would rather play her over Phoebich, over Lindsey Allen, over Horston. I would play McBride over her, but I don't know if you can get to her there. But I don't mind Chelsea. Her minutes have been pretty consistent of late, and she looks to be getting a little bit of her legs back. Yeah, it's not great. It's not fun, but I think the spot is just it's too good to pass by. Gut feeling on if JJ plays. Yeah, I would not play Baby Sabali if JJ plays. I personally think she's going to play. I projected JJ to play last night, so I'm projecting her to be in. Well, of course, OU's already winning, and he threw a touchdown pass to somebody that nobody played. Cool. All right, got 2.5 minutes to decide. Oh my God, there's so much overlay, guys. There is 700 or almost 700 empty slots in overlay. All right, let's throw a lineup together. Let's look and see if we can make one with old Caitlin Clark. Oh, nah, maybe I don't want to. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I think for Atlanta is perfectly fine. I think you can absolutely get away with for Atlanta. Let's see how quick we can burn $15 here. Let's play that. We still got a little over a minute. All right, I can build this. This is going to be the lineup that wins this damn thing. The one that I built in a minute and a half. Oh, got 28 seconds. I don't know if I'm going to get it in because I don't really know what I want to do. Nope. I don't like that. All right. Too much hole in Satu. I like Satu. I think she's going to come in super, super low owned. I'm fading Indy Chicago game. Yep. I faded it in both my lines as well. We have arrived at lock. I only played 2 lineups. I didn't burn money there at the end. So I'm happy about that. Good luck. Yep. Only played Evans from Chicago. Yep. I played Evans on FanDuel. So I think she was just too cheap for her expected minutes. I don't mind it. If she hits her threes, she's going to hit value 100%. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't look until like it was too late. And then I was messing with a build and I was like, I am not just going to light $15 on fire. Oh, Lord. Good luck to you. I hope it works. All right, let's look at some ownership. Like I mentioned, I don't have any, or well, oh no, I do. I don't have anybody from the Indiana-Chicago game in either lineup. One of my lineups, I have Arike, who's 10%. So all hail Queen Arike. Hope she shoots 12 of 20. Nafisa Collier, 33%. And then I only have Nafisa Collier in the other lineup at 33%. let's look around. Caitlin Clark, 30%. Lexi Hull, 28%. That seems to be a bit high. Onion were 7%. Lindsay Allen, 11%. I think the Shields could get decent run. I mean, she played extremely well off the bench last time out, I believe. I don't remember how many minutes she got. Yeah, 16 minutes. So if she gets extended, she's a pretty decent fantasy point per minute player. Obviously, like, she can be scoring dependent at times. That's the only worry with her. But she's going to shoot it when she's out there 100%. So I don't mind that. 43% CC. I don't agree with that. Satu, 14%. Love that. I love that. I think that game's a lot more competitive than what people think. Dallas can score with literally anybody on the planet. They have so much offensive upside. They just refuse to play defense. Lindsay Allen, 11%. Erica Wheeler, 1% for reasons. Mitchell, 20%. That seems a bit high at 9,400, but whatever. Yeah, Jackson Arnold's nuking already. Cool. Misha Hines Allen, 12%. That is solid. That is not bad. Let's look at some FanDuel ownership. Let's see here. FanDuel. The only player I have on FanDuel is Dana Evans at 16%. Oh, I told you guys I was very, very fond of those late games. So only a showdown tomorrow. So I'll have a YouTube video out here in just a bit for it. Probably after the 9 o'clock games tip off. I'm going to go watch the OU game now. But I got a wedding to go to tomorrow. My little brother's getting married, so I will be back on Sunday. Big slate on Sunday. 5-gamer. I think it starts at like noon Central Standard Time, but that games roll all throughout the day. I am going to do a Sunday morning underdog draft stream. If you guys want to hop on and draft with me, I'll be doing drafts live probably for an hour and a half or so, and then take a little break before the live before lock stream. But good luck to everybody tonight. Hope to see those screenshots in the Discord. And if I don't win, I hope you guys do. Good luck. We'll see you guys later.